Hey, how you doing? This is our little show after the show. Hey, Jay, can you come a little closer to us? We put Maggie on the TV. Just zoom in a little bit here. This is the show after the show. Good morning. Thank you for being here. I'm Jeff. This is Maggie. Maggie's originally from
Washington.
Washington State.
Yes.
You say Washington, do people think D.C.?
It depends, but yeah, usually.
Most people are like, where? Where and why? So Washington.
My favorite is when people are like, oh, the White House. And I was like, no, the state. And they're like, there's a state? I'm like,
yeah, there's a state.
Yep, there is.
So here's what people are talking about this morning: bringing back old-timey slogans and sayings. You know, the president did that a while back because didn't President Biden call somebody or refer to a phonograph or playing something on the Victrola? He used some old-timey term, but there are some terms that people are talking about. A list of old-timey slang terms that people are saying we should bring back. You know what a giggle mug is?
No.
A giggle mug. That's somebody who smiles too much.
Oh.
Or they have a constant grin on their face. I would think anybody that does that is usually a psychopath or a sociopath. I had this.
They're on TV all day.
That, or they've paid a lot of money for teeth, and they, they want to show them off. But people who just walk around smiling, something's going on. Okay, but there's a term for that. They are a giggle mug.
Giggle mug.
Giggle mug. You know what a sauce box is?
No.
It's like your pie hole.
Oh.
A sauce box is your mouth.
Yeah.
So that's an old term. I'm sick of listening to you. Shut your sauce box.
I feel like that doesn't roll off the tongue very well.
Again, old-timey. Sauce box. It may be a northern thing over there. Shut your sauce box and your pie hole over there, big mouth, you giggle mug. And then pumble chook.
Wait, can I read that?
Pumble chook. P-U-M-B-L-E chook. Someone who's greedy and pompous. Be like Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yeah.
The boss man, Mr. Burns, off of The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm.
Smithers. Yeah. So a Pumblechook is someone who's greedy. It's the name of a character in Great Expectations.
Oh.
Did you read that?
No.
Uncle Pumblechook. You didn't read that in English class?
No.
You weren't allowed to, or is it one of them library deals, or just wasn't on the itinerary?
I don't know.
How about the Scarlet Letter? You read that?
I did.
Great Gatsby.
Yeah. 1984.
Anne Frank, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Gas pipes. Do you know what that is?
Well, I know what a gas pipe is.
Yeah. So it's a term used to describe somebody's legs when their pants are too tight. So skinny jeans and gas pipes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So look at that hipster with his stupid gas pipes.
I like that one.
The gas pipe. Look at the gas pipes on that guy. That's what people say because it looks like what's under the house, I guess. So those are the terms that people are saying we should. Old timey term. Do you have an old timey term? My grandmother used to. She used to call the front porch the Davenport.
The Davenport.
Out there on the Davenport. That's a Southern thing, I think.
I like to say a hoot and a half.
How would you use that?
Like, if something's funny, you're like,
that's a hoot
and a half.
That's a hoot and a half. You've heard the term, what's her bucket?
No.
You've never heard that?
No, I always say, what's her face?
What's her face? But around here, people say,
what's her
bucket?
What's
his bucket? I'm going, okay, that must be a regional thing, because I'm like, what's his head?
Yeah.
Is what I say.
Well, I think another regional thing around here is, like, the wazoo, like up the wazoo.
That's a nice way of saying opposite end of
but see,
of the sauce box.
It's confusing because I went to Washington State University, and that's what we call it, is wazoo.
Oh, at the school?
Yeah.
It's like Ms. U.
Like they,
Wazoo.
Yeah, and they have shirts that say it, and then I had a shirt that said it, and somebody was like, what?
What's going on with that girl?
Where'd you go?
You've been turned in.
So
you're on the prayer roll now. You got the Wazoo shirt. It's a vernacular. It's a colloquial. Is that a colloquialism?
I think
what's
so.
It called?
Yeah.
What's they call the glove compartment? You know what a glove compartment is in a truck, right?
That's not what I call it. But okay.
What do you call it?
I call it the
glove compartment.
No, glove box.
Glove box.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said, wasn't it? What did I call it?
Glove department.
Glove compartment. Yeah, compartment. So around here they call it a jockey box.
Oh yeah, I've heard that one.
Yeah, and it's not creek, it's crick.
Yeah.
Which makes it really weird when you're trying to tell people about flooding and stuff, and you say it's over there at the creek, and people know.
Yeah.
You got to know how to say lava.
Lava.
instead of lava rocks. They're lava. It's lava hot springs.
That one's gonna be hard.
Again, as the weather person, fill
Yeah.
in. You got a Du Bois.
I know Du Bois.
Is not Dubois.
Yeah.
And Montpelier is Montpelier, not Montpellier.
Yeah.
Not very French.
Yeah.
And then you got Squirrel, Dingle, and Felt. Those are other good towns to remember if you're going to be snooping around here. And so you just moved here, literally.
Yeah, I did.
And took this gig, and now you're our person in the morning. She helps produce the show in the background. Employers are luring workers back to the office. You know what they're using? Space, desks. They want their own area. To have a home at work. I don't have like a desk area.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I was like,
So it's like they're doing hot desking,
hot desking?
where you grab a workspace when you show up, and you can move throughout the day. So if you're not at
You
your
can
desk,
move your
yeah,
desk?
you move. You get up and take somebody else's spot. Hot desking. So
That sounds,
it sounds a bit juvenile,
yeah.
and it's like playing musical chairs.
I would not want to
I
come
know
to
you
work.
wouldn't, because you got stuff at your desk over there. It's pink and all this stuff. You
I
got.
know,
Yeah, you
that's
do.
Kaylee's.
Kaylee got all that stuff too. It's like, okay, this is her desk, but there's people here that work here overnight, and they're not here all day. And that's where I'm like, maybe we should share a desk. Maybe I should jump in that seat and be there, because the guy who's got a desk next to me has turned it into Sanford and Son.
Well, I will know if you touch my snacks, though.
Well, you got a drawer full of food over there, and you've offered it, so
I
it's
have.
open season for food.
Well, not for everybody, just people.
Well, I've announced it now
Yeah, no.
on the YouTube.
It's not for everybody. It's just for people.
Is it almonds or almonds?
Almonds.
You had to think about it. I know.
Is it pecan or pecan?
It depends on where you live.
But what do you say?
Well, where I'm from, it's a pecan tree.
Yeah.
But here it's pecan.
Yeah.
Because everybody says pecan is something to go to the bathroom in. And that's kind of like them putting it down. But you listen to country music when Zach Brown sings about pecan pie,
Yeah.
it would change the whole flow of the song when he's talking about, oh, I like my chicken fried. It's a pecan pie. It's pecan. So another term that a lot of people don't understand is when they say the boss man.
The boss man.
You know who I'm talking about? If I say the
Yeah.
boss man's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
The boss.
the head of the department.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody my boss though. Other
You are the boss man.
I am the roper man
The rope.
on the Snapchat. It's fancy coffee, yoga classes, DJ parties, and giving them their own desk. That's how you get people to come back to work. I can't imagine. We have a news director in California who said that they were still under COVID restrictions when he got there a month ago, and he had to pull people back into the office. I'm going, who allowed that to happen? Why is that going on?
California, it's a different breed.
Oh, you think it's California? You think that's the deal, or do people just want to hang out in the sun and do their work? Justin Timberlake's lawyer is looking forward to vigorously defending his DUI.
Isn't it just like a ticket? Like what?
A ticket? No, he could have hurt somebody.
No, but I mean, like, just pay the ticket. You were in the wrong, right?
Well, he got arrested.
I know.
But he wants it off of his record. He says he wasn't drunk.
How often does he
But look at that
drive,
mug
though?
shot. Well, he was,
It's usually
hanging out.
just like a chauffeur.
Well, you would think most of us have drivers. I do not.
I don't either.
But I have some good news for you. The Heritage Park in Idaho Falls, their master plan is coming together. They are fixing to lay down some sod. They're going to have a sod laying party.
Sod laying.
Yes, my friend Kevin Call says Tuesday night from 6 to 8, they are laying down 4 acres of sod for the Heritage Park Green Tsunami.
The green tsunami.
Green Tsunami. 4 acres of sod valued at $70,000 with sprinklers donated by the Idaho Falls Rotary Club. The ground is ready Tuesday night from 6 to 8 when it's a little cooler at Heritage Park. We will have Farr's ice cream for everybody, and we will be talking about that because we're going to make it beautiful over there just in time for everybody to show up for the 4th of July and watch the fireworks, and the beautification continues.
Yeah.
This is something we do every year. It's because of the duck race that we have this money, and they use it to beautify Heritage Park, which the Idaho Falls Rotary Club is responsible for that over the last 35 years.
Wow.
At like $6 million that they put into it. So that's the green belt around Idaho Falls where everybody goes out and walks, and we show the cameras and stuff. But at Christmas time, we did our first ever UTV parade.
What is a UTV?
Well, ATV, UTV,
Oh,
a
yeah.
razor, that
Yeah.
thing. So we probably had 400 people with their side-by-sides, with Christmas lights.
Wow.
And we did a parade around the
Yeah.
Greenbelt, did 6 miles right there the weekend before Christmas and raised
That's
some money.
fun.
Everybody bought food for the food bank and stuff. So that's our playground, is that Idaho Falls Greenbelt, and the Idaho Falls Rotary Club does a tremendous job. So we're laying some sod coming up on Tuesday night, and they need people to come show up and party and celebrate. So bring your staple gun.
Is that how you lay down sod with
That or
staples?
Gorilla Glue. I don't know. We may have to borrow a monkey from the zoo. It's just a party in the late afternoon when it cools down just a little bit there. And maybe we'll go out there and do the news live or something.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to pitch that to the boss. We'll
The
see
boss
if
man.
we'll see if they let me. And then there'll be Farr's ice cream too. And you can get some of that Yellowstone mudslide. That is my favorite.
Is that a flavor?
Yeah, it's one of their concoctions over there.
But do they have dairy free?
Dairy free.
Yeah.
How do you make ice cream without a cow? I'm not sure. We'll check.
With
This is
almond
good ice
milk?
cream. Oh no, we don't. How you gonna milk an almond? Don't get me started on
Wait,
that.
it's delicious. No, you put it.
I don't need to know. Listen, we're having Farr's delicious ice cream. It'll be there. I'm not milking almonds. I'm not, no,
just
real cows. We're doing it. We're doing it. It's gonna be good. You're gonna love it. I promise.
Okay.
All right. And don't forget Scoop Jams coming up June the 29th.
Yeah.
Out at the Greenbelt where we party. More coming up. We'll see you on the TV. See you Tuesday night, Heritage Park, laying some sod.